We are live. All right, welcome to Dynamic Disc Facebook page. We're gonna talk a few minutes here to get some people. Wait until some people get online to watch. But basically, if you are just now tuned in, this is going to be, hopefully we'll do a regular update. This is going to be an events update because we have so many updates going on. We've got the Glassbone Open, United States Amateur Match Play, 5K, 10K Ace Challenge, Junior Worlds. I'm sure I'm missing some stuff, but we got all kinds of stuff happening here at Dynamic Discs and within Emporia, some of it. So I thought we need to figure out ways to let people know exactly what's going on, plus give you an opportunity to maybe ask questions that you may have about the events. We're going to try to figure out ways to maybe even schedule this ahead of time so you guys know what's happening, but right now we're just going to kind of do a first one to see how it goes. How are you doing, Doug?
Good. Good to be here, Bobby.
Good. Let me see if we can make sure we're good on the audio.
Okay, is that better?
Go. Yeah, it should be good.
Awesome.
We'll get with Anthony. Anthony to tell us how we're sounding. We sounding good? All right, sounds good. So put your questions, if you have questions about the Glassbone Open, questions about the United States Amateur Match Play, Junior World, local stuff, the Monkey Island Open coming up, or any of the other events that we have going on, Winter Marksman League, anything like that, and we'll see if we can try to answer that for you.
5K, 10K,
5K,
Ace Challenge.
10K, Ace Challenge, any of those questions, please feel free to ask, and we'll see if we can get answers for that. But first, what we'll do is we'll start out. Doug, why don't you kind of start out with the first bullet point we have here to get people updated?
Yeah, well, let's talk about the Glassbone Open first and foremost. A lot of movement on the waiting lists. Bobby, I tell people every day that they ask, is it worth getting on the waiting list? Is it worth getting on the waiting list? And it absolutely is. One of our locals here, every time he moves up a spot on the waiting list, he posts a new image on Facebook. And it's like, I'm up to number 10, and I think he was like number 30-something at some point. So I'd encourage everyone to stay on those wait lists. Been getting a lot of questions, too, about the courses.
Okay.
And, man, I went out with Eric McCabe to Municipal, where we're playing a red course and a blue course out there, two brand new courses.
Yep.
And I told Eric after we drove through and did a walkthrough of the different holes, I said, man, I really want to play these two courses. For those of you that are playing Municipal Red or Municipal Blue, those courses are just about done. Our goal is, and I think it's a reasonable goal, we're tracking towards this, is to have maps available for all courses with the pin placements, the rules for the different pools, the OB notes, and all of that by March 1st. So we should have maps and course notes on our website by March 1st. And, of course, those will all be in the caddy book as well that we give out the week of the event.
And, of course, once we get those, once they get those finalized and get the is that when the graphics will be ready as well, or is that just going to be when things are finalized?
No. We'll have a map. We'll
have graphics and everything, right?
The graphics and everything.
Okay, so that way I'll be able to update the GBO mobile app as well.
Correct.
And that'll also give us time to be able to hopefully have time to create some course preview videos as we did a couple years back as well. So we'll get some videos out there showing you some of the people out here playing so you can kind of get a feel for the course.
Yeah. I think some of our friends at Disc Store.
Yes, we're trying to work something out with them.
Might be doing something as far as some course previews as well. So, you know, one other thing about the GBO that's I'm real excited to announce is that, you know, we have the block party every year, and the block party is a ton of fun, and we are adding a component to the block party this year, which is live music. So
nice. We
will have a Smooth Money Gesture playing at the block party on Saturday nights. We'll have live music all night out there on Commercial Street. And don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Saturday, April the 21st, before the event, a very popular band amongst a lot of the disc golfers I talked to, Turnpike Troubadours, will be playing at the Granada Theater. And on Friday night during the GBO on the 27th, American Idol winner Scotty McCreery will be playing at the Granada Theater. So if you're interested in any of those two shows at the Granada, you'll want to go to emporiagranada.com. And then, of course, the live music at the block party is absolutely free. It's just part of the big shebang we put on to finish up the week. So really excited about that.
Nice.
Lots of music, lots of live music GBO week.
That's great. I am definitely looking forward. We just got finished with a meeting with ValueNet.
Yep.
So we'll be working with them to bring you local coverage. So if you're wanting to hang out at some of the bars during GBO evenings and the competition is going and stuff like that, you'll be able to watch on a local TV channel. Thanks to ValueNet, you'll be able to watch the action from some of the local bars here in town, which is really cool.
Yep. Local Channel 3, the GBO channel.
The
for a week.
GBO channel,
It's
yeah.
the GBO network.
What else we got, Doug?
Mechanical Bull will be back at the Bourbon Cowboy Friday night.
I feel like
Thursday night.
I know Jamie, was it James Mosier, challenged me, and I said no, but I'm going to take him on this year. So if someone wants to tag him in this video, I will tell you, Mr. Mosier, I will take you on.
Yep. Thursday night, Bobby Brown on the Mechanical Bull at the Bourbon Cowboy GBO week. I will be there to see it. I was involved in a little wager last year.
You were.
To a girl that worked in our accounting department, Haley.
Haley, yep.
And I came in second place.
When there was out of two, right? Out of two
Bobby,
places?
Bobby. It was second place.
Second place.
It was the silver medal.
I got you. So, yeah, so good, fun times. I remember that evening. It was a really good time watching some people get on there in the Mechanical Bull. So that's going to be a good thing to bring back. What else we got?
Monkey Island Open.
Okay.
I'm going to talk a little bit about that. We have a local B tier that we play at Peter Pan. Two different B tiers, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. Both events are full. Really excited about that.
Okay.
Again, get on the waiting list. If you want to play in the event, get on the waiting list. It does pay off. Right, Anthony? Anthony's on the waiting list. He's got his fingers crossed. But the thing I want to talk about the Monkey Island Open is we will be, hole 7 out there will be a 5K, 10K ace challenge.
Okay.
This is something that is available to tournament directors all over the country. In fact, I think we've got several that have already signed up to have a ace hole on the course where if a player puts in an ace, they can win up $5,000 or $10,000.
Okay.
There's a couple stipulations about what the hole is like, and for us it's going to be hole 7 at Peter Pan. And during the first round of each day, the players, when they throw that disc, will look back at a camera. We'll have a cameraman on the tee, and we'll say, hey, my name's Doug Bjerkaas, and I'm throwing a Fusion Trespass. And if they put that disc in the hole, they will win $5,000.
Nice.
If that disc was made in Sweden by either Latitude 64, Westside Discs, or Dynamic Discs, it'll be $10,000 that they get. So,
double your money.
We're really excited about some people hitting those aces over the course of this year. Tournament directors that are interested in adding that to their event can certainly go to our Grow Disc Golf page. That's where there's information about the 5K, 10K ace, and we are really, really excited about doing that at the Monkey Island Open in March. Yeah,
it doesn't have to be a Dynamic Discs event to add this Grow Disc Golf Ace Challenge to your event. But definitely want to get more information if you want to kind of maybe take the level up of your events by adding an ace challenge to it. We definitely would be interested in working with you on that. So definitely reach out to us.
Yep. It's a great way to promote our Grow Disc Golf initiatives as well. So
exactly.
Pretty excited about that.
Let's see. Let's take a break real quick to let people know what's going on. What's happening here is we want to do some event updates, and we thought live video would be a fun way to do it. That way you can ask questions. So right now we're just updating. This is strictly on events such as the Glassbone Open, the Junior Worlds, the U.S. Amateur Championship. Maybe even some local stuff for us, the Monkey Island Open, things like that. Things that we're doing that we want to make sure we get information out there that's helpful for you if you want to be involved in some of our events. And we actually have some questions coming up. One guy asked about, is GBO something I would enjoy as a rec or intermediate level player?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, our largest field is intermediate. 340 some odd players. We have 2 complete pools. Actually, 368 players are playing intermediate. Our rec division is also huge. In fact, it has the biggest wait list. We played on 9 different courses. We certainly don't put the rec and the intermediate golfers out on the same course that the MPO is playing on, but we plan accordingly, and I think that's one of the things that makes the event so special is that we do have everyone from amateur rec golfers all the way up to the top pros in the world. So you'll have a blast, and I tell people this all the time, having played it for several years and now working with Dynamic on the event, the disc golf is a part of it. It's a big part of it, and it's why we do it. But all of the other activities that go along with the week. You know, we were joking around about the mechanical ball,
Right.
and the music, and the block party, and the free bowling, and the bonfire. I mean, there's just activity after activity after activity that you can participate in, and you know, rarely do we have someone that ever says, "Boy, I wish I didn't go."
And plus all the flex C tiers that you can play. You can play how many different rated rounds could you play, or rated events?
I think we figured it out that if someone shows up on Saturday and stays till the following Saturday, and they played all of the Flex C tiers that were available, they would have 12 tournaments that they played during GBO week, which is crazy.
Nice.
And we will have folks that do that.
Yes, they'll play every one. Absolutely. All right, we're going to make a little mic adjustment because we keep turning our heads here. Thank you, Anthony, for that. So.
Yep.
We'll be good to go here. Thank you, Anthony. Anthony's behind the scenes keeping us straight in line. So thanks for that. All right, so back to what we were talking about. We've got we talked about the Monkey Island Open. Now next we have is the United States Amateur Match Play Championships. What can you update on us on that?
Boy, this has been exciting.
Yeah.
So far we have, and this may have changed since I last checked, but we have brackets being hosted in 43 states and provinces at this point, a total of 167 brackets.
Nice.
Our goal is to have at least 300 of them, and we're tracking really well towards that. We haven't had a state fill up yet, and by that I mean the most amount of brackets we can have in a single state is 16. But some of the states are getting close. It's just been super exciting, and a lot of people have been asking, well, we've been talking so much about how to run one. And yes, if you want to run one, we want you to go to discgolfmatchplay.com. There's some information there. One of the tabs has a TD application and TD information. And if you want to run one of these brackets with your local club or in your local town, we really encourage you to do that. But I want to talk a little more tonight about what people who want to play them can do. And if you want to play in the United States Amateur Match Play Championship, go to discgolfmatchplay.com. There's a tab on that website that says brackets, and then click on local qualifying brackets. Those are all divided up by state. Find a state that you're in, a town that you're near, and there'll be the contact information, the email, as well as a phone number for the person that's running that bracket. If the bracket says closed, that means that they already have their 16 players. But if it says open, call that TD, get signed up, and get ready to play. First place. If you win this whole thing, which means
let's
okay.
We got to build up to that, Doug.
Okay,
Come on now.
That is correct.
Fourth place, and I'm looking at the singles bracket here.
Yep.
Fourth place is one portable Patriot basket. That's a $300 value, and then $300 credit at dynamicdisc.com. $600 value. That's just for fourth place. Third place, you get one portable veteran basket and $600 credit at Dynamic Disc. That's a $1,000 value prize. Second place gets 9 veteran baskets and 9 T signs to be used wherever you want. You can put it in a private park, a public park. You can replace some old baskets in your park if you want to, or if you've got a place where that's ready for a brand new a course ready for some baskets, you can put it there. You can put it in your backyard if you want to put it in your backyard. But you get 9 veteran baskets, and you get $1,000 credit at dynamicdisc.com. That's a $5,000 value. Now, Doug, tell them the cream de la what is this? I can't even think of the saying. But tell them what first
the cherry
place
on the top.
There
so
we
if
go.
you make it through your local qualifying bracket, and then you win your state bracket, you're going to come to Emporia in late June.
And we'll help you get you there here.
When you show up here, the first thing we do is give you $500 to cover your travel expenses.
Boom.
That's $500 cash. We're going to hand it to you, and that's your stipend for traveling to Emporia to play in the Match Play Championship. If you win that bracket, there'll only be one person in the entire country that'll be the United States Amateur Match Play Champion.
Yeah.
But you will win 18 veteran baskets and 18 T signs, again, to put wherever you want. You can donate them to your club. You can build a private course. You can donate them to a school. You can put them in your backyard, as Bobby mentioned.
Yeah.
That's going to need to be a pretty decent
Pretty big
backyard
there.
We will work with you. They could be permanent baskets or portable baskets. But then you're also going to win what we call discs for life. Now, to be fair, that's 20 years. We call it discs for life because discs for 20 years doesn't seem like quite
Right.
as special.
Disc for 20.
Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to immediately give you a $2,000 store credit at dynamicdiscs.com.
$2,000
Which means
ready
you
to
can
go.
get your cart, your bag, your discs, your apparel. Trust me, you can get
get
a
a lot,
lot
yeah.
for $2,000. And then on every January 1st, for the next 20 years until 2038, we're going to add $500 to your account at dynamicdiscs.com, and for $500 every year, you can get the newest and latest discs and keep your bag stocked, and you won't ever have to worry about buying discs again. So
Now, the value on that is $20,000 value for first place. And all you got to do is pay an entry fee of how much?
$45.
$45. Of course, you have to play well, but if you make
Yep.
it all the way up to that way for $45, you could walk away with $20,000
Yep.
value prize.
Some people might say, well, that's not going to be me. Well, match play is a cool deal where you
It's-
never
yeah.
know who's going to win.
Yeah.
But with that $45, you also get a Latitude 64 Gold Line burst disc, as well as a Dynamic Discs Fusion burst disc. So two premium discs are
Definitely
coming.
going to, yeah. On the side, it says premium discs from Dynamic Discs and Latitude 64 for sure.
Yep. So you're getting some pretty cool discs as well.
Yeah.
And there's some prizes, although not quite as big as that, for both the local qualifying bracket as well as the state final bracket. So go to discgolfmatchplay.com, look at those brackets, find a TD in your area, reach out to them, find out what you need to do to get signed up for that. And we are super excited about this. Just awesome. Any questions about United States Amateur Match Play Championships, I'd be happy to answer.
Someone says, I am hosting 2 of the Amateur Match Play events in North Carolina. I understand a person can enter more than one. In the event one person wins both, what happens if one guy wins both?
So as soon as somebody wins a bracket, they need to bow out of any other brackets that they're currently in.
Okay.
So you can only qualify once for your state final, and you can
gotcha.
only qualify once for the big dance in Emporia. So once you've qualified, you need to bow out of any of the other brackets that you are participating in. Now, I do know some people are going to try to play multiple brackets
Right.
to hedge their bets, and I think that's smart. But we can only have you win once.
Another question. If you are under the rating number for match play, but signed up as open and accepted cash, can you still play in it?
Yeah, we're using the PDGA rules for playing advanced is basically what we're doing. And the regardless of whether you have accepted money or not, if your rating is 969 or below, a professional disc golfer can play in an advanced tournament. Now, that doesn't apply to a major.
Okay.
So you can't go play Worlds if you've taken cash, unless you go through the exercise of petitioning the PDGA to change your status back from professional to amateur.
Gotcha.
But our rules are 969 or below on January 1st, and you're a current PDGA member, you can play.
Excellent. All right, what we got, just in case if you're just tuning in, this is an event update. We're just talking about events that Dynamic Discs is involved in. We have Doug Bjerkaas here, event coordinator, as well as other roles he has here at Dynamic Discs, but he's filling us in on everything that's happening here at Dynamic Discs. What else we got next on the list?
Hey, I want to make one quick
yes.
correction to USA MPC.
Yep.
I mentioned that current PDGA members need to be rated 969 or below.
I got you.
If you're not a current PDGA member, you can still play, but your history of ratings cannot have been above 970. So, and then if you've never been a PDGA member, you absolutely can play.
Okay.
So the PDGA membership is not required to be in a bracket. Next on the list, you want to talk a little bit about juniors?
Let's do it.
Junior Worlds, July. Official play will be the 11th through the 14th, but we'll be busy all that week with events. A lot of people have been asking us, where can I register? How can I register? And with any World Championships, well, Dynamic Discs and Emporia are the host for the event. The PDGA is the one that handles all of the registration. So I'd encourage you to go to pdgajuniorworlds.com. That's a site that we actually manage. If you click on the registration tab for information about registration, it's actually going to take you to the PDGA page, and there you will see that a schedule has been put together that talks about registration. And in fact, initially right now on Friday, April the 13th, registration will open for international, non-North American invitees. Then Friday, April the 27th, Canadian invitees will be eligible to register. Then it looks like on Friday, May 4th, registration will open for 3 weeks to all qualified invitees for the divisions that they were invited. Looks like May 25th, there's another tier, and we get all the way to June 8th when any PDGA member who is junior aged is eligible to register. And one thing I'll say is that in years past at Junior Worlds, a lot of people get on the wait list or they get shut out. They're not able to get in. And with us being the host of just the Junior Worlds and not having to have courses open for all the amateur divisions as well, we feel pretty confident that we're going to get as many folks in as we can. So if you don't get invited, hang tight. On June 8th, you'll be able to register and more than likely get a spot in the event. Again, all this information, if you go to PDGAJuniorWorlds.com, click on the registration info. It's going to take you through a couple clicks to get to the PDGA site. And any questions about specific registration concerns can be addressed to the tour manager. That's Andrew Sweeten, A. Sweeten, SWEETON, at PDGA.com. And Andrew can direct folks to get specific questions about registering and qualifying for Junior Worlds.
Excellent. That's going to be an amazing event. I would look forward to watching all the juniors out there throwing some plastic. Next up is the stadium event. Everybody knows that we did Disc Golf Experience. The first one we did was at AT&T Stadium. Interesting story. When we first we actually got an email about it. We actually thought it was a hoax. We thought it was a joke. Someone saying that we could play or asked us about the idea of playing disc golf in a stadium. We thought it was a joke, but we went ahead and said, okay. And we replied to the email and found out that it was a legit request. We ended up playing disc golf in the AT&T Stadium, as you all know, home of the Dallas Cowboys. Did it there 2 more times. Then we went to Tennessee Titans home, the Nissan Stadium, and now where are we going this summer?
We're traveling about 2 hours away from our home here in Emporia.
Yes.
To Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Home of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Home of the Kansas City Chiefs. We will be there on June 16th. Really, really excited. I think the most important date for folks to be aware of right now, though, is February 14th, Valentine's Day. We've chosen Valentine's Day as our registration opening for the stadium event, and we'll start pinging people with social media and information about the stadium event as we get closer. But mark your calendars for February 14th. That's when we'll open registration for the stadium event at Arrowhead Stadium.
And just a few questions that I know I've seen people ask on different forums. We will provide the 2 discs. That'll be part of the players pack that you'll get as part of the entry fee. You'll have the 2 discs that you throw. You will not throw anything from your bag, and that's just to kind of control what's being thrown in there, because you can't. Can you imagine throwing the super thin high-speed drivers in there and it smashing into something? We got to kind of control it a little bit. So we provide you with 2 discs, typically a putter and a mid-range,
and that's what it'll be this year.
Yeah. So there's that. So you definitely want to. I would expect that this one's going to sell out pretty good, pretty fast, because we had a lot of. Even though Kansas City Chiefs not in it for the Super Bowl, we got a lot of Chiefs fans out there. But even if you're not a Chiefs fan, it's just really cool if you're in the area to be able to go into and throw some discs in a stadium. It's just a really cool environment, fun time. And, we like to do it up. We're going to have music there. We're going to have, all kinds of food and stuff there. So it's going to be a really good time.
Yeah, one of the things we added in Tennessee that we had not done at Arlington was we actually used the PA system for the stadium. And to hear your name announced on hole 1, Bobby Brown from Emporia, Kansas,
I know, that was cool.
Teeing off on hole 1, and people get a big kick out of that as well. So it's a ton of fun. If you haven't played a stadium event, I know Paige and I came down for the first one in Arlington from Denver, and we were thinking, well, this is kind of interesting. We'll have to see how it is. It was the best thing we ever did. It was such a unique experience to throw discs in a stadium.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Okay, so that's all the updates. We want to keep this try to keep it nice, tight, and short. But just a real quick rundown. Glass One Open, we're making progress on all the 9 courses. We should have maps available by March 1st. Going to have a lot of music going on, so make sure you check out what's going on at the Granada Theater during that week, because they're going to have some musicians come out there, some bands play. Monkey Island Open, if you're in the Emporia area, we're going to have the 5K, 10K ACE event. If your event would like to add that to your event, make sure you reach out to us. Go to growdiscgolf.com, look for that ACE Challenge tab there. Find out more information how you can add the $5,000, $10,000 ACE Challenge to your event. United States Amateur Championship, we're up to 163 event or brackets.
67,
I'm sorry, 167 brackets in 43 states. Make sure you go to discgolfmatchplay.com. See if your state's a part of it. If it's not, get it in your state, because this is going to be a really cool, fun event. You definitely want to be part of it. We also have Junior Worlds. Registration information is going to be available through pdjjuniorworlds.com. We're also working on an app for that. We don't have it quite out there ready for everybody, but here in a little bit we're going to have an app for the Junior Worlds, so you can keep refreshed on information there. And then, of course, June 16th, we're going to be at Arrowhead Stadium for the disc golf experience at Arrowhead Stadium, playing some disc golf in a football stadium. Registration goes live February 14th. Maybe it would make a perfect Valentine's Day gift that you could ask your significant other to get for you.
Absolutely.
So, all right. Well, thank you guys so much. We're going to be back here probably in about 2 weeks. If we have more information, we'll share that here on our Dynamic Disc event updates. Until then, if you have any questions on events and we didn't cover here, send your email to events@dynamicdiscs.com and we'll get the answer for you.
Sounds good.
Thank you, guys.
Yep. Have a great night.